Was heard in the United States over CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System, and has been rebroadcast for servicemen and women overseas.
The lives of some are doomed from the beginning. There are souls born beneath dark stars who must travel by strange and terrible roads to meet their destiny. This is the tale of one of these, the story we've called Masquerade.
Isn't this the most fantastic party?
Well, fantastic is as good a word as any for it.
A Halloween party in a haunted house. Gives me shivers just to think about it.
Well, then, why think about it? Powder your nose and let's go see if we can pry our husbands away from Jerry Mason's bar.
Oh, Jane, you're so hard-boiled. You're never impressed by
A
anything.
mob of people dressed up in silly costumes, busily drinking someone else's liquor leaves me cold, darling.
Well, it doesn't mean. I think it's fun. Suppose this house Jerry found really is haunted.
Well, there are plenty of spirits around tonight, but they're all in bottles, taken from little Timmy.
Just the same, it is spooky, and it makes me feel a little frightened. Doesn't it you, Helen? What'd you say, Sally? I said, aren't you just a little bit frightened by this old house?
Yes.
Yes, I am, and no shame of me.
God's sake, Tony, look as if you had the heebie-jeebies. You're pale as if you'd seen a real ghost, instead of that silly-looking Butler Judson dressed up in a sheet.
I wish Jerry never thought of this party. It's what, Helen? Nothing. I'm being silly. Let's go out and have fun. I didn't make this witch's costume to sit around in.
I second the motion. Why waste time now, Helen? Especially since your husband will be here any minute.
What do you mean by that?
No, nothing. Except that I certainly couldn't have any fun if all my husband did was stand around watching me out of cold, fishy eyes, the way Carl watches you.
Now stop it, Jane. There's a party going on, remember? So let's go back to it.
Oh, there they are. Hey, what took you girls so long? Come on, Jerry's going to make a speech.
All right. What do we got to lose? Yes, let's.
Come on, then. Let's wait for the speech. Everybody inside. Organist, music, please. Ladies and gentlemen, I mean fellow witches, wizards, vampires, werewolves, and whatever other unholy creatures we may have with us tonight. Now, the meeting will please come to order. I will now state the purpose of our gathering. Tonight is All Hallows Eve, better known as Halloween. Now, wait a minute. On Halloween, ghosts, witches, and uneasy spirits of all kinds are privileged to walk abroad. Vampires and werewolves may hold high holiday. The restless dead may step back from the great beyond and mingle with the living for a night.
Isn't Jerry a scream?
He sure is. Quiet now. We, the living, have long been remiss in our hospitality to the unfortunate spook, whose only amusement is to go around on Halloween saying boo at people. So tonight, by way of making amends, we all invite all ghosts, vampires, poltergeists, or other invisible spirits to join us. Accordingly, I, as host, extend the full hospitality of Haunted Hall to all such otherworld inhabitants who may be in the neighborhood and wish to drop in. If any such are about, make yourselves at home.
What's the matter, Helen?
I felt so cold just then. What time is it? Carl ought to finish with his business meeting and be here by now.
It's not quite 10. He'll get here on time.
When midnight strikes, we'll have a little seance. Then, if we have any ghostly guests with us tonight, we'll make them show themselves to us. But now let's have music. To suit the mood of the evening, all music has to come from the organ, which stood in the attic here for 40 years, and gave out ghostly chords whenever there was to be a death in the family. Organist, you ghostly chords, please. Come on, Jane, let's dance.
Organ music,
Helen, are you all right for shivering? Yes, I'm all right. Helen, it's cold. Okay, then, but take it easy. Well, I gotta go find my darling spouse. I'll see you later. Yes.
Helen.
Jerry, I didn't see you.
You look so guilty. We may suspect something.
Oh, I'm sorry, Jerry.
Come on, we'll dance. We can duck and talk someplace.
Jerry.
Don't talk now. Somebody might overhear you. Dance over toward the hall and then slip into the library. And have some privacy there before Carl comes. Oh, darling, I've been waiting 2 weeks for a chance to be alone with you again.
Jerry, I've been waiting too.
I know. After tonight, we'll never have to wait again. Here's the hall. Come on now, the library door's on this side. Don't think a soul saw us. Get inside so I can shut the door. See if you can find the light switch.
Here it is.
Good. And after you interrupt us here in such a few minutes, Carl called only 15 minutes ago that he's on his way. Terrific rate he drives, he'll be here before we know it. You only knew how often I prayed that he'd drive off the road some night and break his neck.
Oh, Jerry.
Here.
Hold me in your arms, Jerry. Hold me tight. I'm frightened.
Frightened? Because of Carl?
Yes, I don't know if I can go through with it.
We have to. There isn't any other way.
Couldn't we just go away together?
Tell him my business is here, my work. We have to go through with our plans just as we make them.
But maybe if Carl would let me divorce him.
Oh, never. You know that. He'd die first. That's exactly what he has to do. Die.
There must be some way.
But there isn't. There's nothing to be afraid of. Nothing, understand?
To commit murder.
Don't think of it like that. We're just getting rid of someone who's made your life miserable. Someone who stands between us and all our happiness. Now listen.
Yes.
This party tonight, this silly Halloween masquerade, I planned it carefully to make it easy and safe to get Carl out of the way.
Easy and safe. How?
There are 24 people wandering around this old house in silly costumes, wearing masks. Nobody can be sure who anybody else really is unless they actually speak to
Well, I
them.
don't see how.
Now, the point is, nobody will ever be able to testify or even be sure in his own mind where anybody else is at any given moment tonight. In this house, I picked it for the party, not because fools say it's haunted, but because down in the woods, back of the garden, there's an old rock quarry.
Rock quarry?
Mm-hmm. This house was closed several years ago after the last owner fell into the quarry one night when he was drunk. And that's exactly what's going to happen to Carl tonight. He's going to fall into that quarry while drunk.
But Jerry, no.
It's so easy a child could manage it. Everyone knows that Carl drinks heavily at every party he goes to. Now look, you find some way to get him out of the house after he arrives. You lead him down the path through the woods toward the quarry. I'll see to it that he goes over the edge.
I couldn't. Oh, I couldn't.
You can and you will. You love me, don't you?
Yes, Jerry, but murder.
He suspects us already. You know, he's so jealous of you, he'd kill both of us if he could prove what he suspects.
But just the same, I'm sorry. All right, Ted, I'll do anything with me, Jerry.
Get control of yourself, Helen. We have another few minutes to make our plan.
No, Jerry, no. I know we planned this. I know we both decided to do it, but now I can't. I love you, Jerry. Oh, I do love you, but this... I didn't know how it would be, and I'm afraid.
Sorry I had to be so rough, but this is no time for hysterics. We've got to go through with it tonight. Carl arrives.
When Carl arrives, what?
How did you get here so quickly, Carl?
You invited me, so I came as quickly as I could. Yet you seem confused that I'm here.
Huh? Oh, no, I am just surprised that you made such good time getting out here from town. You only called me 15 minutes ago.
And my wife. Why should my wife seem so frightened at my arrival?
Why, I'm not, Carl. I'm just startled at your costume. Yes, it's your costume. That skeleton house is pretty gruesome.
Gruesome? I think it's most appropriate. You come as a witch, Jerry comes as a devil, and I come as death.
Yes.
What do you mean by that? Carl, what are you doing with that gun?
I put it into my pocket before I left the house.
You're drunk.
I was drunk when I started. I'm not drunk now.
Give me that gun. You don't know what you're doing.
I know what I'm doing. I know everything now.
Carl, what are you going to do?
When I started, I intended to give this haunted house some new ghosts to haunt it. Real ones.
Jerry, you're going to kill us.
But now I'm only going to take you home with me, darling. You're my wife, and your place is at my side. Jerry tried to steal you as he stole the fortune that I placed in his trust. But I'm not going to let him. I'm going to take you back with me now, and you'll never leave me again.
Hold his attention. Gun.
Please, listen to me, Carl. You don't understand what
It's
this...
you who do not understand. But you will soon understand everything.
Understand? Tell him, get his gun. Find me something to tie him with, quickly. If you hit him hard enough to put him out for long, he'll come to in a moment.
Jerry, what is it? Why are you holding his hand like that?
Feel it.
Cold. He's no pulse. He's not breathing. Carl's not breathing.
Dead. Even though I didn't hit him very hard, he's dead. We've got to get rid of his body.
Oh, he's hurting.
You've got to. It's only another 20 yards.
I can't see. So dark.
You can't stop now. We were lucky to get him out of the French windows. Across the lawn without being seen. Can't risk somebody stumbling on us. Oh, they'll be coming out again any second. What is it now?
French.
Never mind. The edge of the quarry is just behind the next turn. Oh, slowly now. Lead away with your feet. Are you standing on rock now?
Yes. Thanks.
Good. You can put his feet down. Carefully now, not too much noise. And it's done.
Kill him. Murderer.
Stop saying that.
We are.
He was going to kill us, wasn't he? It was just self-defense. Be careful. Don't move around. Look at the party is directly in front of us. Who's coming out? There, you can see down into it. Deeper, the better. Now get out of my way. Finish Mr. Carl Donnelly alone. Now, up it comes. Under my shoulder. And now, over it comes. Well, it's all over. Except the gun. Gotta get rid of that. We found it, but looks suspicious.
What do you do with it?
If you look at quiet, there's a deep pool. Going into that. There. It's in the pool. Then it splashed. Now all we have to do is join the party again and act natural. A little while, we'll pretend to worry about Carl and start looking for him, but we won't find him. Not tonight.
Oh, we have to do it.
Stop it, Jimmy. Don't act just as natural as I am, because your neck is at stake, too. Unless we give ourselves away, nothing on earth can ever prove we're guilty. You hear that? Absolutely nothing on earth. Helen, smile at me. Act like you're enjoying yourself. You've got to. Talk to me. The last 10 minutes you've been dancing like a wax dummy.
I can see him falling into that quarry. The moonlight. Down, down, down.
Don't be a fool. That's over and done with. Now we have a new life ahead of us, you and I. Think of that, don't think of him.
I'm sorry, Mary. I am. But instead, I keep hearing him say he's going to take me home. Keep me forever. I feel that his hands were still touching me. So cold. The way they were when he grabbed my wrist.
Try to get your mind off it. Look, come on over and join the gang. But remember, act natural.
Jerry! Jerry, welcome, boy!
Thanks, Roger. Everybody having a good
Oh,
time?
it's just too spooky for words. Everybody says it's the most fantastic party they ever heard of, don't they, Jay?
You used that word once, darling.
Oh, you. What's the matter, Helen? You still cold? No, Sally. Sally, you're as white as a sheet. Your hands are colder than a polar bear's nose.
Nothing's the matter with Helen. She's just cold. We were out looking for Carl. He seems to have wandered off somewhere.
Huh? I didn't know he'd ever shown up.
Oh, yes, he came in about an hour ago.
He did? That's funny. We haven't seen a thing of him. I was looking for him, too.
Of course he came in and here somewhere.
All right, so he's here somewhere. What of it? Why fly off the handle just because I said I hadn't seen him?
Well, because he is here. He's outside somewhere.
All right, then he'll show up soon enough when he gets thirsty again. And speaking of spirits, Jerry, it is almost midnight. Time for that seance you said we were going to be treated to.
Seance?
Oh, you said if there really were ghosts around this house, we'd have a seance and make them show themselves.
No, I don't like the idea either. Let's just forget it. Come on, Dan.
No, we want to see
Oh, no.
We want to see a ghost.
Yeah, we want a seance. We want to see a ghost.
We want to say us, want to see a ghost. No, stop it, Julia.
Well, you're about as much fun tonight as it.
What? She actually said she'd seen a ghost already.
Helen's just worried about Carl. All right, I promise you a seance and we'll have one. Now look, first we have to turn down all the lights. Then close all the doors and windows. Then everybody has to sit in a circle and hold hands while I invoke the spirit.
All right, we intend everything. You get your charms ready. Come on, Janie, let's get going. Hey, everybody, we're going to have a seance.
Jerry, you mustn't see me.
Don't you see? I've got to act natural. I can't do anything that would arouse any suspicion.
Suppose you should really...
Helen, snap out of it. This is all just make-believe, just a game I'm playing to keep those silly fools quiet. No one can materialize ghosts. Look, all I'm going to do is mumble a few nonsensical words and then say it wouldn't work. Now, come on, everybody's waiting.
All right, Jerry. Lights down, doors closed, everybody in a circle, holding hands. Now go ahead with the mumbo jumbo.
Sit here, Helen. Now, silence, please. Silence. No one must move or speak. Circle of clasped hands must not be broken. That understood? And music, organist. Uneasy creatures of the night, the restless dead and all other creatures of the unseen world who may stir abroad only on this one night of the year, hear me and take heed. By Astaroth and Beelzebub and Lucifer I command you. By Israfel and Belial and the dog god Horus I command you. By Isis and Osiris and Kelbas the Terrible I command you. If you are present tonight, not 3 times that we may know. Not 3 times that we may know. Hear that?
Oh, it's just somebody at the door. I'll open it.
No, I'll do it. What? Oh, it's you, Judson.
I beg pardon for interrupting, sir, but supper is being served and everything is
Oh,
hot.
thanks, Judson. We'll be in a moment.
Very good, sir.
I'm sorry, folks, the seance seems to be a washout, but anyway, you can all eat now.
If you say eat, leave me to it. If any ghost wants me, you can have me.
Oh, Roger, come on, Jerry, just a minute.
Yeah?
Helen must call in. Maybe I better take her outside and hear afterwards. Just a few minutes.
Thanks, Sally. Look, you go on in with the others. I'll look after Helen. Tell the rest we'll be in a minute.
Well, all right, Jerry, if you got it, but she does look awfully pale.
You trying to put both our necks in a noose?
Sorry, Jerry. I was afraid I was going to faint. I'll be all right if I can just have a little air.
Come on outside on the terrace. Here, we can go out through these French windows. Sit on the railing and pull yourself together. Remember, we've still got to go through the motions of hunting for Carl.
Jerry, I keep feeling his hands in my wrist. I keep feeling the touch of his hands and hearing him whisper in my ear that he's trying to take me home and keep me with him forever. Jerry!
What is it?
Noise! What's that noise?
Noise? No, there's no noise except the organ. Started dancing again.
Somebody come into the bushes.
Don't be silly, everybody's inside.
What's coming up through the bushes in the woods?
It's just an animal of some kind.
No! I'm to be scared away by the noise and the light. Jerry, there's a man coming from the woods. In the park.
You're being hysterical. It's just an animal, I tell you. These woods are full of them.
It's not.
It can't be.
They are. Coming around beside the house. Jerry, take me in. Take me in quick.
Come on, then. It's a tramp or a vagrant.
Wait a minute, Jerry. Don't run away from me, Helen, my dear. You invited me, Jerry. I came as fast as I could. I hope I'm not too late for a dance with my wife.
How did you get here?
I just came. Come, dear. The music's playing. Just one dance, then I must take you home with me.
You're not dead.
Come, my dear. The music is playing. Just this one dance. Then we must go.
Don't touch me.
Surely you're not afraid of me, my own loving wife. Come, we'll dance, and then we'll go.
Jerry, do something. Don't let him touch me. Oh, you're choking me. Jerry.
I'm here and I found a rock big enough to fire. You darn it. Dead. Now you're dead for good. He slipped up before, but not this time.
Trying to kill me. Choking.
Inside my heel. You can't give one now. We've got to get rid of
I
him.
can't go through with that again. Mary, his fingers in my throat. Cold.
Gotta face it. Obviously, he was only unconscious when we thought he was dead, and he was so thoroughly soaked with alcohol that the fall into the quarry didn't even hurt him. He must have recovered and climbed out somehow without knowing what had happened, and came back. That's what happened. That's what must have happened. He won't come back again.
I don't want to go through those woods. Or now.
You don't have to. You'll be seen. Gotta think of something else. I have it. Where's Carl's car? Yes, Carl's green roadster.
I don't see it.
It should be over there, parked with all the others. He certainly came in it. You'll have to use my sedan. It's down there at the end of the terrace. Go on now. Open the rear door. See, quick. I can lift him all right, but I can't carry him very far. Hurry. Have you got it open yet?
Yes,
Good. There. Now get in the front seat. Do as I tell you. You haven't any time to waste. Come on, get in. It cost me the car, but it'll be worth it.
his hand on my neck. So cold. So cold.
Pete's sake, stop it. Oh, do you think my nerves can stand you sniveling? Do you think I like this?
Oh,
Stop it, I say.
Sorry, Jerry. With him in the seat behind us,
He won't be there long.
what are you going to do with him?
It's a blind curve up ahead a ways. A deep ravine alongside it. Half a dozen cars have gone in there in the last 10 years.
Yes, remember.
I'm going to stop the car there. We're going to get out and pop him up behind the wheel. Then I'll start the car and send it over the edge. We'll tell the police we found him wandering around drunk and we took him for a drive to sober him up. But he insisted that we get out and let him drive, and he got so violent that we had to. Then he lost control of the car.
Will they believe you?
I don't know, but they won't be able to prove anything if they don't.
Aren't we there yet, Jerry? Aren't we almost there?
Almost. Just another mile.
I keep thinking that I hear him moving behind us. I keep thinking his hands are reaching for me. So cold.
I know. I'm not blaming you, but hold on to yourself. In another 5 minutes, we'll be forever rid of Carl Donnelly.
Did you call me then, Jerry? Yes, Jerry, I heard you call me. You and Helen. So I came.
Not alive still. You're not. You can't be.
My wife has fainted. You tend to her. I'll come up front with you and drive.
Stay where you are. You're dead, you hear? You're dead.
I'll drive, Jerry. Move over, please, so I can climb in behind the wheel.
Oh, you're dead.
That's right. Move over and make room for me.
Don't! Get back! Stay away from me!
Just a moment now, and I'll take the wheel.
No.
There. Now I'll do the driving. I know where I want to go, and you don't. I'm driving my wife home now, so we must go faster. And faster. And faster.
Stop it! Stop it, God! You'll kill us all!
My wife. I must get her home. Faster.
Slow down. I'll do anything you want. I'll surrender to the police. I'll tell them I embezzled the money you gave me, power of attorney over. I'll tell them anything if you'll only slow down.
I can't slow down. I'm taking my wife home now. Faster.
Look out! It's the blind curve. The ravine on the other side of it. We'll never make it.
Faster. Faster.
Hello? Hello, Sergeant Myers? This is Johnson reporting. Yeah, again. It's been a busy night. To see Dan this time. Went over the edge of Blind Curve a little while after midnight. The dashboard clock stops at 12:25. That's right. I found it 20 minutes ago. 2 people in it, a man and a woman. Yeah, both of them. Worst case I've seen yet. Car must have been doing 90 when it went over. It looked as if it had been driven over purposely, too. And say, Sarge, there's a couple of funny angles to the crash. I mean, peculiar. Sort of eerie. One is, they were both in costume. Like that other stiff we picked up earlier tonight. Uh-huh. A witch's costume and a devil's suit. But get this, Sarge. The sedan landed smack on top of that green roadster I reported before. You know, the one we hauled that other guy in a masquerade costume out of. The one in the skeleton suit that gave him such a turn at the morgue when we left him there around 10 o'clock. Yeah, the one we identified 3 hours ago as Carl O'Donnell.
You have just listened to Chapter 8 of Dark Destiny, a series of dramas about those unfortunate ones among us whose lives are doomed from the beginning, who travel by strange and terrible roads to meet their destiny. Tonight's story, Masquerade, originated in the studios of Station WOR. Written by Robert Arthur and David Cogan, it was produced by Jack Johnstone. Featured on tonight's program were Carl Eastman as Jerry and Elspeth Eric as Helen. Next Saturday night at 8, you will hear a story.
But that's impossible. It couldn't be. Must be wrong. Because Annie and I were married yesterday.
What's that? A man with a phantom wife? Listen to the next chapter of Dark Destiny, a story titled Till Death Do Us Part. Bob Shepard speaking. This is News.